Have you ever wondered how to transform yourself into a Stoic individual? Stoicism, an ancient philosophy, may be older than the hills, but its teachings are as relevant today as they were thousands of years ago. At the heart of Stoicism lies self-improvement, emotional resilience, and ethical decision-making. It's all about cultivating a mindset that empowers you to live a more fulfilling life. An essential element of Stoicism is self-reflection. The Stoics believed in the power of introspection as a tool for personal growth. It's about examining your thoughts, actions, and emotions, identifying areas where you can improve, and setting clear goals to help you get there. It's a journey of understanding yourself at a deeper level, challenging your irrational thinking patterns, and learning how to navigate life's challenges with calmness and wisdom. So, you may ask, how can I apply these principles to my life? Well, that's exactly what we're here to explore. Now let's delve into how you can apply these principles to become a Stoic. Self-reflection sits at the core of Stoicism. It's like a mirror to our souls, a beacon that shines light on our innermost selves, illuminating the dark corners where we hide our fears, our desires, and our dreams. It's the process of peering into this mirror, of really seeing ourselves, that forms the bedrock of personal growth in Stoicism. So, how do we go about this? Well, let's start with honesty. Honesty is the key that unlocks the door to self-reflection. It's about acknowledging our flaws and strengths, our triumphs and failures, and everything in between. It's about accepting ourselves as we truly are, not as we wish to be. It requires courage, yes, but it's a courage that leads to liberation, to freedom from self-deception and pretense. Next, we have objectivity. This is the lens through which we view our honest self-assessment. Objectivity allows us to stand as an impartial observer, to see ourselves from a distance, free from the distortions of self-judgment or self-aggrandizement. It's like being the judge and the jury in the court of our own lives. And in this court, the only thing that matters is the truth. Now, why is this important, you might ask? Because it's through this process of honest, objective self-reflection that we identify areas for improvement. It's how we discover the parts of ourselves that need a little bit more work, a little bit more attention. It's like a map that points us in the direction of personal growth, a compass that guides us on our journey towards becoming better versions of ourselves. But it's not just about identifying these areas, it's also about setting clear, achievable goals. Goals that align with our values, with our aspirations, with who we want to become. These goals act as stepping stones on our path to self-improvement, leading us closer and closer to our ideal selves, one step at a time. In the end, self-reflection is not just a tool, it's a journey that takes us deeper into ourselves, that challenges us, that pushes us to grow and evolve. And it's a journey that never truly ends because there's always room for improvement, always room for growth. An honest look at oneself is the first step towards Stoicism. And it's a step that leads us towards personal growth, towards self-improvement, towards becoming the best versions of ourselves. So let's take that step. Let's embark on the journey of self-reflection, because in the end, it's a journey worth taking. Next in line is the principle of emotional rationality. This principle is a cornerstone of Stoicism, a philosophy that encourages us to understand the origin of our emotions and to challenge irrational thinking patterns that may arise. Emotional rationality is about recognizing our emotions as they surface and then managing them effectively. It's about dissecting these emotions, understanding why they occur and how they affect our behavior. This process might seem daunting, but remember, it's all part of the journey towards emotional resilience. Let's take an everyday example. Imagine you're stuck in traffic, late for an important meeting. You feel your heart rate increase, your hands tighten on the steering wheel, and frustration starts to bubble up. This is the moment to apply emotional rationality. Ask yourself, why am I feeling this way? Is it because I'm late? Or is it because of the uncontrollable traffic? Once you've identified the root of the emotion, you can then challenge any irrational thinking patterns that may have surfaced. For instance, you might be thinking, I'm always late, I can never get anything right. But is this really true? Or is it an irrational thought that has been triggered by the situation? The Stoic approach encourages us to counter these irrational thoughts with rational ones. Instead of thinking, I'm always late, you could remind yourself that this is just one instance and does not define your overall punctuality. By doing this, you are not only managing your emotions, but also cultivating a healthier and more rational mindset. Remember, Stoicism doesn't ask us to suppress our emotions. Quite the contrary, it teaches us to acknowledge them, understand them, and then manage them rationally. It's about maintaining a level-headed perspective, even when faced with the most challenging situations. This process won't happen overnight. It requires practice, patience, and a willingness to delve into our emotional landscape. But the rewards, in terms of emotional resilience and inner tranquility, are truly worth the effort. Mastering your emotions is a key aspect of Stoicism. It's the path towards a more balanced, rational, and fulfilling existence. As we journey further into the world of Stoicism, let's remember to always approach our emotions with understanding, rationality, and wisdom. Personal discipline is essential in Stoicism. It's the cornerstone of a Stoic life, the bedrock upon which all other principles rest. Without discipline, the noble ideals of Stoicism are but lofty dreams, impossible to reach. So let's delve deeper into this crucial aspect and explore how we can strengthen our personal discipline. Discipline, in the Stoic sense, is not about rigidly adhering to a set of rules or punishing oneself for transgressions. It's about cultivating willpower, that inner strength that enables us to make choices aligned with our values and goals, even when the going gets tough. It's about choosing the harder right over the easier wrong, even when no one's watching. So how do we develop this willpower? It starts with small daily routines. These routines are not just tasks to be checked off a list, but the bricks we lay down each day to build the path to our goals. They could be as simple as waking up early, maintaining a healthy diet, or dedicating time for self-reflection. Each routine, each consistent action, strengthens our willpower muscle. Like a physical muscle, willpower grows stronger with regular exercise. And with time, what once seemed challenging becomes a natural part of our lives. We become masters of our actions, not slaves to our impulses. But remember, the goal is not perfection, but progress. Some days, we might falter. Some days, the old habits might creep back in. That's okay. The Stoic understands that the path to discipline is not a straight line, but a journey with its own ups and downs. The key is not to let a stumble become a fall. Instead, we pick ourselves up, dust ourselves off, and get back on track. Personal discipline also extends to our thoughts. It's about training our mind to focus on what's within our control and let go of what's not. It's about choosing a rational response over an emotional reaction. It's about maintaining a calm and composed mind amidst the chaos of life. In essence, personal discipline is about cultivating a strong and resilient mind, a mind that is in harmony with the principles of Stoicism. It's about taking charge of our lives one thought, one action at a time. Discipline in action and thought is pivotal to Stoicism. It's the key that unlocks the door to a life of wisdom, courage, and inner peace. It's the quiet strength that empowers us to live a life true to ourselves. A life steeped in the rich and timeless wisdom of Stoicism. Stoicism teaches us to prioritize what truly matters. In our fast-paced, information-overloaded world, it's easy to get distracted by the inconsequential. But Stoicism, with its focus on virtue and inner peace, helps us to see beyond the noise and clutter, to recognize what is truly important. Imagine for a moment that you're standing in front of a vast buffet. There's a dizzying array of options, but not everything on offer is nutritious or even palatable. Stoicism is like a discerning palate that helps you make the best choices. It teaches you to bypass the junk food of life, the trivial concerns, the petty disputes, the mindless scrolling on social media, and select the nourishing, fulfilling pursuits. So how do we apply this principle in everyday life? It starts with recognizing what truly matters to you. Is it your family, your health, personal growth? Once you've identified these core values, you can start to align your actions with them. This might mean spending more time with loved ones, investing in self-care, or embarking on a journey of lifelong learning. But prioritizing what matters isn't just about choosing what to focus on. It's also about choosing what to let go of. That grudge you've been holding on to, that toxic relationship, that job that's sucking the life out of you. Stoicism teaches us to have the courage to let go of things that drain us, that don't align with our values, or that stand in the way of our peace of mind. And remember, Stoicism isn't a one-size-fits-all approach. What matters to one person may not matter to another. The beauty of Stoicism is that it encourages us to tune into our own inner compass, to define for ourselves what is truly important. So as you navigate the buffet of life, remember to choose wisely, to select what nourishes and fulfills you, and to let go of what doesn't. Understand and embrace what truly matters, and you are one step closer to becoming a Stoic. Finally, Stoicism guides us towards achieving inner tranquility. The path to this tranquility requires acceptance of what cannot be changed. In the grand tapestry of life, certain threads are unmovable, and it is our task to recognize them and move in harmony. Then comes the art of finding contentment in simplicity. It's about appreciating the basic elements of life, the morning sun, the rhythm of breath, the joy of a good book. It's in these quiet moments of simplicity that we often find our deepest peace. Next, we are invited to embrace impermanence. Everything is in a state of flux. Seasons change, people grow, civilizations rise and fall. By understanding and accepting this, we can navigate life's ebbs and flows with grace and resilience. Lastly, Stoicism asks us to take responsibility for our lives. Our choices, our reactions, our happiness, they are in our hands. We are the sculptors of our own existence, shaping it with every decision we make. Attaining inner tranquility is the ultimate goal of Stoicism,